Yeah, great day for our squad. We talked about coming out of the locker room with some shake and swagger, and I thought we did just that. We've always been a real good team coming out of the locker room to start games, and I thought we haven't really been that thus far this season. I think that was a point of emphasis for our team, and we came out and did just that. To hang a 10 spot in the first quarter is a statement. So I'm really proud of our kids. I think the best part of today, though, was obviously the score is great, but the ability to play our entire team. Over 40 players got into today's game and made contributions. So as a coaching staff, that's really important. That'll make practice better when we get back to work on Tuesday. But I think for us, these kids all work really hard. So the ability to get people in the game, give them an opportunity to play meaningful minutes, strong minutes, not just a minute here, a minute there, but to be able to log some heavy minutes is testament to us getting off to that start, being able to get people to go right from the start. I thought our players did that. We shared the ball, really unselfish offensively. Obviously, it starts with Finney. He had a couple key saves from Aaliyah early in the game, which kind of kept them on the ground, and really good effort by our squad today.
All right. So, Coach, huge blowout today and third largest margin of victory in the organization's history. Why do you think you guys were able to capitalize so much today?
You know what? I just think for us, it's interesting, right? As far as like playing conference games and being motivated all the time, and it's going to get everybody's best punch. So I thought we came out and we made it about us, not necessarily about who we were playing. We honestly didn't do any pre-scout on them. It was just all about, even yesterday in practice, was just about going out and being the best version of us, kind of going into the game blind and being able to put our best foot forward. And a lot of times you get too wrapped up in scouts and game plans, you kind of get away from your identity. So for us, I think that's kind of been a reset for us, and just kind of coming out and being who we are. I think we scored, Finney obviously had 8 of them, but there's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 18 out of 21 goals were assisted goals. I think 2 of the other ones were free positions. I think there was only 1 actual unassisted goal. So, that's not easy in this sport, especially with the limited. It's not like hockey where I could pass you the puck and you could skate, and go score. This has to be, within 3 or 4 steps. And it helps when you got a QB1 here like Finney, being able to distribute the ball and keep everybody happy. I think we have a lot of really good players, so it's hard to keep everybody happy. But when you have somebody that can spread it around and make sure everybody's beaks are wet, I think that certainly helps team morale.
All right. So looking ahead, you're taking on Monmouth away from home on Friday. What can you take from this game going into that one? Yeah,
it's not about Monmouth or anyone. Honestly, anyone that we're playing. It's just about us getting. I'm excited for, and I just told these guys, we haven't really been able to practice consistently, just because of the rigorous game schedule. So that's really our DNA. So for us to be able to get 3 good practices in before we play our next game, I'm way more excited about that than anything else. And then for us, it's about going out and performing at a high level, on Friday, obviously, and then we'll travel there Thursday night, get there, get a rest, and go look to continue doing what we've been doing in this conference. So, but it's a faceless opponent for us. This isn't about, Monmouth or, like I said, Campbell or Delaware's next, or Rutgers, or whoever we have left in our schedule. It's about us putting our best foot forward and playing Stony Brook Lacrosse. And I think when we do that, I think that's where we're used to doing that. I think it sometimes allows us to just kind of come out with some Harvey in us. Our team understands what that means.
All right. So no Sarah today. Was this just a rest day for her, or is she dealing with maybe an injury of some sort?
No, I appreciate the question, and I think today was a little bit of a maintenance day for her. She's a little banged up. We expect her to be back in the lineup next week. It's nothing serious. So anyone that's watching the press conference worried about Aaliyah Sarah, you'll have to prepare for her. So good luck. But she'll be back as a maintenance day. We thought it was a good opportunity playing 2 games in 3 days to give her a little rest. She doesn't need the stats. She doesn't need anything like that, I think, for her. And she was an incredible teammate today, just for the record. She was running up and down the sidelines. really excited for a lot of the success for teammates. We had a bunch of kids score their first goals today, first saves. I think those are all things that we preach and that are really important for the DNA and makeup of our program. We have kids that just genuinely love each other and playing well. And I think Ellie today, even though she wasn't in, she was in. And we talked early in the game, would we struggle offensively without her there because she's such a linchpin and one of the best players in the country, obviously. But I thought our players, I think that 10-goal statement without her in there speaks volumes of the depth that we have, but also the kind of teammates that we have.
All right. And I'm sure you're an advocate for always improving and never making that your final product. So what, if anything, do you think you guys could have done better today as a team?
I'm not sure. Honestly, we played really well today. I'm a reality guy. If our kids are good, I'm going to tell them they're good. If they're bad, I'm certainly going to tell them they're bad. But I thought we were pretty damn good today. So I was proud of this group. But they came out with legit focus, especially with Ellie being out. And I thought we were badasses today. And I was proud of the swagger we had. I liked the composure we had. I liked the way we shared the ball. I thought we were a really focused group. And I'm proud of them. I'm proud of our assistant coaches making sure the players are ready. I'm not the most pulling positive here. I'm a reality guy, and I'll be the first one to pump our kids or just tell them the way it is. But I thought we were really, really good today.
All right. So this one's for Alex. So you were very much the engine of this offense today with a career high tally of assists in the game. What do you think is so vital to putting you in the positions to supply your teammates with assists so often?
I just think everyone on our team has so much trust in each other. I'm not looking at who I'm feeding to. Whoever's open, I'm gonna feed it into them, and they're gonna finish it, and I know that. And I think the other girls know that too. Those feeds don't happen unless the people off ball are working too. So it's not I'm doing the easy part. I'm feeding it into them. It's the people off ball that are working that are getting that cutter open, and then that cutter finishing.
All right, she's an elite feeder, so she can sandbag her skills. What she does is not easy. She passes people open. They're open before they know they're open, and I think she's been a tremendous addition into our offense and having a true QB1. And a lot of those feeds are really high-end stuff. That's not easy. I know it looks easy from the camera and this press box, but having know that position as well as I do, she's an elite playmaker at X.
All right. And also, you guys take on Monmouth next. What do you think you can take from this game going into that one?
I think just keep staying positive and keep rolling. Like I said, everyone has so much trust in each other, so just keep leaning back on that. We're playing against great competition every day in practice, and we go out in the games we're prepared. So.
Aaliyah, same question.
Yeah, I think defensively we've been solid all week. Just looking back on Friday's game and then obviously the game today, I think we had so many stops, and honestly, I think that is a good example of okay, we're able to play at a high level and we're able to do it consistently. So I think just taking that into next week will be really important just for our physical and mental momentum moving forward.
Aaliyah gave us a great spark the other night off the bench, and I thought she earned her first career start.
Yes.
Yeah, first career start, and I thought she was great. So very proud of her. It's nice to have we have great goalies in our stable, so they push each other every day in practice, and I think we don't let up a lot of shots, so it's not the easiest situation to play goal in when you're not seeing a ton of shots. So you got to be ready for the ones you get. And she did a great job of that.
All right. And so, Aaliyah, it's your first start for the team today. How did it feel getting the nod, and how do you think it went as a whole?
Yeah, I think it was honestly a peaceful moment. I trust the coaches, and I was really grateful for the opportunity that they gave me to go in and get the start. But I think just mentally going in, knowing that I have a defense that's not only skilled but consistent, just gave me a lot of clarity. And yeah, I think we all kind of kept our ducks in a row, and we were able to just play as a unit, not play individually. So we had people distributing all over the field, whether it was our post from behind or Avery doing her job. We were all contributing, so it was great to experience.
All right. And such a dominant victory today. How do you think the win impacts you guys' perspective on the team as a whole going forward?
Yeah, I think this win I think we took it almost personally. I think we allowed ourselves to go in together and just remind ourselves that we're not only here for ourselves and, intrinsically getting to play, a sport that's a medicine game to all of us, but to also get to do it together. I think, we have each other's backs. Like Coach tells us, like he has our backs till the end. So, just going in and knowing that whatever happens, we have each other and we're going to lift each other up. Whether it's a turnover or if it's your first goal, I think that's like huge. So.